Monday.
Make it Monday, and I'm kicking it with the the, the homie that brings the music to the ears. Oh yeah,
Hey, Brody, with Lightning Strike Podcast. What's going
oh
on with
yeah.
y'all, man? We are
He be
here
outside with my gang gang.
on yet another exciting episode of Lightning Strike Podcast.
In the
You know what I'm saying?
building.
Tune in, like, share, subscribe, comment,
Subscribe
follow us on all social media platforms:
on all of them.
Instagram,
With one,
Twitch,
all of them.
X, streaming live on Facebook
We on
and
X, but not
YouTube.
on X.
You know what I'm saying? So hit us up 213-433-7793
Hit Mike Jones on the low.
and let us know what's going on with y'all, man. How y'all been? How y'all
Skylar in the
weekend
building.
was?
What up, Skylar? I know Skylar watching that game. About to be watching that game. About to watch his paces. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to get this one, Skylar. If y'all don't
Bro.
get this, it ain't gonna look too good, brother. Mean Gene.
Bro.
Pacers gonna have to get this game.
No, man. I got a hoodie.
I be
And
outside with my gang gang.
that's about it.
Ooh, that boy making it right now. That's a big full cup. What's in that cup there, young fella?
Just zero sugar, 7 up.
Zero sugar. What up, Brian in the building?
Brian, I was just talking about you today, man. After upon more investigation, that Vegas game is gonna be insane in the city. It's a lot going on.
Hmm.
That's the same weekend that Canelo and Crawford fight.
Hmm.
So we gonna need to get them up.
Hmm.
We gonna need to get them up, man. We gonna need to see what the happenings are.
Hmm.
What are the function, baby girl?
It ain't over. Scholar said it ain't over to the fat lady scheme. What up, Melvin?
NK Grizzly, what's going on? Melvin was happening.
Man, how was your weekend? How was your Father's Day weekend? The most glorious weekend of the year.
It was cool,
Underappreciated.
man.
How was underappreciated weekend?
it was it was cool, man. Tapped in with the Lil one. Um,
You go to Maestro's?
nah, we didn't maestro it, but we maestro at the crib.
You know what, bro? Hold on. My man said he was going to take you to Maestro's.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got it. Unc Nova got to step in because Unc Nova, I feel some type of way. Now I'm putting two to two together, when you start thinking about stuff. So apparently he had the Maestro's bread,
Allegedly.
allegedly. So he
But
know
I'm on
Pops,
all the books, so
he know Pops don't be don't be tripping about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pops cool. Pops like, man, you got Maestro's at the house. So
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put it together. If I got the Maestro's money, I done told Pops, let's go to Maestro's.
Dro was happening.
But Pops like to chill at the crib, cause we got Maestro's at the crib. You already know what I did with that Maestro's money.
Ran it up.
Old lady probably got all that Maestro money.
He's somewhere in Woodland Hills,
Probably with
living
four,
his
five glizzies on them at
living
Costco, running it up.
living his best life. Um,
Melvin, you
but
gonna get
yeah,
there one day. You gonna enjoy it.
but yeah, man, it was cool, man. Got to tap in with him, man. We went down memory lane for a
Not yet,
second.
Scholar. I didn't get to him. I was just talking about that. Go ahead. My bad.
Um, for a hot little second, man. In those moments, man, just with reminiscing about a lot of different things, man. You know what I'm saying? They coming to an end, man. So gotta take gotta take advantage of them while you can sit down. And we was uh we was listening to that first animated Spider-Man soundtrack. Um and can't believe that was like, bro, like 7 years ago when that first came out. But my son for me, man, is like my little Miles, man.
No, no, ma'am, old lady. Uh, what you call
He
him?
a
Say
funny
scary
dude,
Terry.
man.
Angel, we're gonna get to that.
But yeah, I had the chicken, had the ribeye,
Mm.
broccolini, potatoes, and then I did my big one, man. I had the garlic chicken Alfredo garlic bread.
Damn, you put Alfredo on there?
Stop playing with me.
Damn,
Stop playing with me.
damn. See, man, little man, Junior finesse though. He finessed, bro. I'm gonna have to shake them pockets down because he told you Maestro's. Man's had Maestro's money. Man's had it.
Allegedly.
Where's that? That's all I'm asking. Where is that? Where did Maestro money
Where
go?
they at though?
Cause you ain't spend it. Did he even go get the? Did he even go get the supplies? Did
Man,
he buy the supplies at least?
hell no.
Ah, he came up on Father's Day then. He
Hell
came up.
no.
Look, we setting bad precedents, man. That boy finessing, finessing.
Hell
I'm gonna
no.
go in there next time I see him. Check them pockets,
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not.
man. Bro, this it's the most. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's the most unappreciated, lackluster day of the year, man. And like people, I get it. We chill. Most dudes are just chill. You know, we want be with the family, like low maintenance at the crib, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need that. We need to like enjoy that day. Be selfish, man. That's the day you be selfish. 2 days you get to be selfish. Father's Day and your birthday. We need to learn how
Only
to
two?
only two, man. For sure. I'm talking about no
only
regret selfish.
only two,
I'm
bro?
talking about no regret selfish. Where you don't regret being selfish.
No
Like
regret shellfish?
shellfish. Shellfish. We need to be shellfish on that day, man. As fathers, bro, we put in too much work, man. Putting roof over everybody's head, bro. Keeping food on the table, bro. And we get lackluster underwear, some socks, wife beaters,
Mm-hmm.
undershirts. Nah, we want more than that, bro. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, bro.
My boy say he taking a stand. he taking a stand.
Yeah. All right.
Ain't, ain't no
Everybody
more
ready to talk about they over that, bro. Everybody wants sports.
Look,
Angel,
don't nobody
Angel,
just
Angel.
indicative of your whole little rant. Ain't nobody
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody worry about Father's Day.
ain't even
They want
taking your
sports.
rant serious, bro. Like boo, boo,
Yeah.
Nova, boo,
Um,
boo this guy.
Angel, Scary Terry is a great receiver to have.
Boo.
We can't afford Scary Terry. Can't afford him. Just being real. We ain't paid Slater yet. We got 30 million left in the cap. The next year cap, we have money, but we can't pay Slater. We due to pay Doran. His contract is coming up soon. Then we got one more year on Henley. So would I go and get Scary Terry? Yes, but I can't afford Scary Terry. That's the thing. It's gonna cost too much. Too much for us that we can't handle right now. We got other things. And I think with the guys, let's see what we got. Let's see what these guys do. Let's get to the season. Let's start playing the season, and let's see if these guys step up to the plate and start living up to it before we start doing the free agency game. Because every time a free agent come about, everybody like, we need to go get him. We need to go get
Somehow,
him.
some way, linked to the bolts. I
Yeah.
don't get it. I don't understand how we fall into this category every single time somebody is disgruntled with their team, free agency, or whatever. We always become the going on over to the Chargers.
I'm just looking. So like just thinking about it today, and just thinking about um the roster construct, because every time they like, bro, we gotta go get him. We gotta go get him. Like, I don't feel like anybody that's been released is gonna be a game changer, right? Like, if you look at our D line, for
Not
instance,
named Trey Hendrickson.
yeah. If you look at our D line, for instance, man,
Mm-hmm.
bro, we got some big boys that we got to get through training camp with to see who's who in the zoo. We got Justin Aboye, 6'5", 292,
He doubt.
second year. We got a rookie named Edwards, Tyree Edwards, 6'2", 305.
He doubt.
Got a rookie, Josh Fuga, 6'2", 313. Deshaun Hand, who's coming off one of his best career year, had 3 sacks, even though he missed 5 games, had 3 sacks, 27 tackles, had a hell of a year, right? Former top, like 5-star recruit, all those things. He's 6'3", 302, 8-year pro. Christopher Hinton, second year, 6'4", 310. Naquan Jones, 6'3", 313. I'm sorry. Naquan was the one that came off a career year.
Mm-hmm.
Naquan, 6'3", 313. OG Benoni, I said that wrong, but 6'4", 320. Tierra Tart, 6'2", 315. And we seen what he did last year. And then we got the rookie that we drafted,
Yeah.
Caldwell, 6'1", 340. Bro, we got some meat in the middle, bro.
Pause.
Pause. Bro, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. And like we're steady saying, like, let's go add. Can we get through
The
these guys
appropriate
first?
assessment of what's
Yes.
on the roster.
Yes.
Mm. I think that's fair, brother Nova.
Can we assess that? And I ain't even got to the receiver side of the ball. Like
It's
Grizzly,
11 of them boys over there.
it's amazing depth. Like, let's get through these guys before we start going, oh, let's go. We know what Terry can do in the system in Washington. But can Terry come here and do the same thing in the AFC? Right? Let's go. Now we on the receivers. Let's just see who we got in the receiver room. We got
Who we got in the
Campbell.
receiver room?
Campbell, 6'4", 220 rookie.
Mhm.
Darius Davis, 5'8", 165, 3-year pro. Seeing what he can do. Dez Fitzpatrick, 6'2", 208, 2-year pro. Luke Grimm, 6 foot, 190, rookie. Jalen Johnson, 6'2", second year in the league. Quentin Johnson, 6'2", 208, 3-year pro. KLS, 6'1", 182, rookie. Lad McConkey, 6 foot, 185, second year pro. Jalen Rieger, 5'11", 6-year pro. Brendan Rice, 6'3", 210, second year pro. Mike Williams, 6'4", 218, 9-year pro. And Trey Harris, 6'3", he's unsigned, but 6'3", 210, rookie. Let's get through these guys first, bro. Can we put them in the season and see how they play out first? Can we get to like week 7 before we start saying, all right, bro, we need to make a change immediately?
We want it and we want it meow.
Yeah. We could bring Terry in, but it's gonna cost us money and it's gonna cost us pieces because he's not a true free agent. So now you're gonna trade away your futures for a guy that's 30 years old. It ain't a guy in this roster position right now, besides Mike Williams, that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 in football years is like 40. Once you get to 30, man, Father Time's undefeated. You're no longer like, things start breaking. Not saying it's gonna happen to Scary Terry, but you got to look at that. You got to take those into consideration, and that's what the Commanders are looking at. They got cap issues, and he's 30. Trey Hendrickson, cap issues, and he's 30. What up, Tay? So it's not that we don't want Scary Terry, it's that we don't have the right fit for Scary Terry. That sun is like beaming right on you.
I know. I can't shake it, bro.
But that's what we got to think about when we constructing this roster for future. Everybody like we getting we just got rid of all these bad contracts. And that's
Hmm.
why we didn't have the depth like we had last year. Like we couldn't go deep in the bag last year because we didn't have good quality guys to choose from. And I think now we've done that in every position. So let's not run to go spend all this money on a Trey Hendrickson, a Scary Terry. Again, you're gonna have to trade for these guys because they're not true free agents. And my thing is Trey Hendricks, second year, I mean 2 years in a row, 17.5 sacks. Why don't they want that guy? Like that should be a no-brainer resign.
Or they just not trying to spend the bread.
Gotta be. Gotta be. I mean, you mean to tell me you can't do a 4-year deal where you front loaded on the first 3 years and the way
Hmm.
out on the fourth? You can't do that. Like he's not worth it. You can't reset the market for the first 3 years with him because I think he's still got 3 years to play in this tank. I do. I think he'll give you 3 years,
3 solid ones.
three solid ones. But
No, ma'am. What is this sorcery based off of? Never mind. He just said, "I want JJ." Okay.
it's hard to tell, Tay. It's hard. Everything is always moving. Right now, we're set on paper, right? We got to get through these cuts to the 53. But as the season goes, it's one thing to show out mini camp, training
Hmm.
camp. It's another to put it together during the season. So you'll always see as we go on, getting closer to the trade deadline, you'll see if they, hey, let's make a trade for this piece because that piece we make a trade for may just be that piece to, hey, that's what we needed to keep going. Or they pick up a free agent as they go on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So their door is always open. You just got to play it out. You just got to play it out. Right now, you got 91 players. You got to get down to 53.
Tough.
And looking at that list, they got some talent, man.
Hmm.
It's talent rich. Unlike last year, it's talent rich this year. It's gonna be some hard cuts. It's gonna be some hard cuts, and we're gonna probably be like to the point where we see a player play on another team. We was like, dang, we had him. But the rookies did speak to the podium today. I didn't get to watch it yet. Or are you able to watch it, Brody?
I saw Gatton.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, give me just a second.
All right.
There it is. Um, so our rookie tight end Oronde, man, you can just tell, man, this is a guy that's mature. He's also a legacy kid. Pops played in the league. Um and you can just tell, man, speaking of like Father's Day, and some here would say, the most underappreciated day, but you could tell the impact. One of the takeaways I took away from it was you could tell the impact that a father always has on their child or
Mm-hmm.
children. He mentions his dad like several times, and just like, my dad has been telling me, basically about the process, what to look for, what to do, listen to the coaches, what they trying to tell you, stuff like that. So you could just tell the impact that his father had on him. So shouts out to him, man, for just raising what seems to be a solid young man, and somebody that's just much more mature and confident. Um, he talks about basically how he's still on East Coast time.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't have an alarm clock. I just get up, and usually
5:30.
I get up around 5 a.m. and I
Got
don't
me
make
15
myself
minutes.
go back to sleep. So he says once he's up, bro, and um, uh, he doesn't have a car yet, so he has a bike. So he bikes what is about 8 minutes to the bolt
Yep.
every day, and that's how his day starts, man. He's one of the first people, um,
Before the special teams meeting.
yeah, into the facility. He say what's up to the security guard. He basically goes over the playbook. Um,
They say he's out there on the field walking while his haze is still out there. And everybody know if you live in Southern California, you see the haze in the morning
hmm
every morning. And they say he's walking through plays on the field.
So,
That's
and you hearing that, right? And this is basically in less than a week where everybody was already coaches, to include Coach Harbaugh, just kind of singing his praises about his work ethic. But then, this comes out at the press conference with him, just talking about how he gets there so early, goes through all the plays. He talks about how he's just a sponge and he's just trying to learn from everybody, especially like the veterans that's in the tight end room. And he say he goes and he asks his questions, and everybody's been helping him. So he's been learning from Disley, from Fisk, um, just everybody over there. And then what's been a common theme I feel like in all the players interview, man, is Ben Herbert. Um, Whatever they got in him is
man, impactful, man.
yeah, that dude has left an impact on basically everybody he's interacted with over there. Almost every player that has come to the podium has talked about working out with him and just working with him in the locker room. And Gatson is yet another one who talks about, you know, being able to go to him and talk about some of the things that he struggles with and wants to get better on. And he says, being is like, do this, do this, I'll do it with you. And he's also in the weight room, you know what I'm saying, lifting. So that is like galvanizing the players and just adding to a culture that I think, man, is amazing. I think it's gonna pay dividends for us in the long run. So shout out Ben Herbert, man. Over there in player development, or
I'm
it's
gonna
like
tell you,
executive player
I'm gonna tell
development,
y'all
something like
something,
that.
man. I'm gonna tell y'all a key, and you tell this to your kids. Tell this to any kid that's aspiring to play sports. The one person that you want to impress that will speak volumes of you is the strength and conditioning coach. I'm telling you right now, if you play sports, you got a strength and conditioning coach, tell your kid, go hard in the gym. Listen to the coach, go hard. Ben Herbert even gave everybody a packet of what they need to work on in the off season. And it was a metric score. And they had like green, yellow, and red on each thing, right? Only
hmm
person that had all green was Mac and Herbert, because those two, like, they just go ham at it. They just go ham at working out,
Yeah.
right? And now you add a young guy. But Brody, what did I tell you when I was watching it? When I was watching them doing that interview, when it was answering questions, right, from people that ask questions, they doing the Q&A.
hmm
What did I tell you about? I told you, I was like, it's something about OG. I said he got charisma. I said he talks and act like he's been here. And that's just from the interview that I seen.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the other guys, they were sitting up there, they were like, like nerd. He was talking with so much confidence and engagement and enthusiasm. I was like, that dude been here before.
Yeah.
I know a good work ethic when I see one. I know somebody who's gonna put it out there. And it's crazy that Coach Harbaugh came out and spoke about it, and then now you're seeing all these things. Kid wakes up at 5 in the morning. What 22-year-old, 23-year-old know getting up and has that type of work ethic and being a professional in their job? Your coach is like,
hmm
man, I gotta kick you from room to room, from room to room to room. And the only room I can't kick you out of is training room. And it's not like he's just hanging out, not doing nothing. He's actually hanging out, learning. And so him putting in that extra effort is already showing and speaking volumes to him on the field. He's getting it faster than anybody else because he's putting in that little extra time to get it. It's not easy playing professional sports. Everybody can go work out. If you work out and you're effective at working out and you're eating, you got the proper diet, you're gonna be big, you're gonna be as strong as possible, right? As strong as your genetics allow you. But the thing that separates you from the rest is the mental aspect of it. So you got a 22-year-old kid that is nose deep in the playbook, doing walkthroughs by himself, teaching himself. And then when the coaches come in, asking these questions,
Yeah.
asking these players, asking these vets, how do you do this? How do you do that? And then he's going out in the field and putting it together. If he continues on that trajectory, the game gonna be easy to him. That's why, like the Drew Breeses, the Peyton Mannings, the Brady's, the thing is like it's mental. You can't beat them because they already know what you're gonna do. They put in all that work, bro. That's what separates the great professionals from just everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Their IQ. Kobe Bryant, Jordan, Braun. Their IQ is through the roof. It's more than just dribbling the basketball or catching the football. You got a young kid dedicated like that, bro. I can only see once they start putting defenses on them and
Yeah,
everything.
he talks about he didn't really like, a lot of people were a lot of the reporters were commenting about a lot of the big
What
plays
up,
he's been
inspection?
making and rookie mini camp and OTAs and stuff like that. And he really didn't like play into that too much. He was kind of just like, yo, I can't wait till or it remains to be seen, like when we put the pads on,
Yeah.
people get a feel for, basically what I
You
can
got to
do
get that
and
first hit. You got to get
yeah,
that first
what I
hit.
can do and what to expect. So overall, man, just listening to him talk, man, you could just see that he's about his business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's here to do work. Like it's one of those people that's like, I'm not about to waste this opportunity
You
that
can't, man. You can't. You
yeah,
can't.
that they took a chance on me. So
Less than 1% of the world gets to participate in something like this. And this kid
mhm.
is he is full face taking it on, bro. Just taking it. Pause. Now, but his dedication speaks volumes, man. That's what set him apart. Your work ethic, but it speaks to how Jim and Joe pick people, right? They go based on character. How well is your character going to fit in with this culture? And you seeing a high character guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Pads come on like I think like the fourth day of training camp or something like that. Maybe the second week, maybe. But it's gonna be in training camp. They're not putting no pads on now. Can't pull full contact until you go into official NFL training camp. Brian said something about Mike Williams. He's like, I'm real curious about Mike Williams, KLS, Hart, etc. Their injuries. I'm trying to dig in. I'm trying to dig in the crates as well, and trying to dig all that information out as well. Um, we don't have the press passes yet. We're trying to work on those. We gonna get there, y'all. We gonna get there. And when we get there, y'all gonna have all the information. Trust me. Trust me. Neatly packaged and reported the facts. The facts. But that's just refreshing to hear, man. Like a young
Mhm.
kid like that come in. I see I see big things for all those young receivers that we got in there, man. Like it's wide open. It's wide open. The competition for wide receiver is wide open. And barring any crazy thing happening, I think the sky's the limit for these kids, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Trey Harris. I'm excited to see what KLS bring. I'm excited to see what Luke Grimm bring. I'm so excited to see what Lad's gonna do this year. Hell,
Mhm.
I'm excited to see what Conklin gonna do. OG gonna do. Like, man, if I'm Trey and I'm looking at OG like, man, let me go get my bicycle, bro. Let me go get me a bicycle, bro. Like my guy's putting, man, that's a good work ethic to have.
Mhm.
doing walkthroughs already by yourself, they take notice of that, man.
Yeah,
And what
that's
that
just
does
saying.
is people are willing to try on you.
Mm-hmm.
People are willing to give you a try. Appreciate you, Brian. Hey, you got to sprinkle Brian, bro. Appreciate you
Oh, we
for the
back
super
at it.
thanks, man. He said, y'all finna blow the channel up once you go live at the tailgates and training camp. You dang on me right, bro.
Man, Brian, you talking like that?
Appreciate you,
You-
Brian. Thank you so much for that, man. We're gonna be lit, Brian. It's up.
I'm telling you.
Brian,
I'm
y'all don't
telling
even
you.
know. Y'all come with y'all appetite. That's all I gotta say. Get there early though.
Wow. Supplies
Supplies
last.
last.
Read the
It's,
fine print.
it's gonna be a lot. So if you don't get some, somebody probably was greedy. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody was greedy. And it's gonna be up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come with positive vibes. It's going down. It starts week 3. It starts week 3. It's up.
Yeah, definitely.
But man, we doing good, Rorik.
Was good. Was good.
We ain't got that many. I think Ladd is a 4.3 speedster. I think Darius Davis is a 4.3 speedster. And
What
KLS.
what did Rocket running in?
That's good. Um, that is a good one. Let me see.
Yeah, you gotta read the fine print, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
Though.
Bro, I can't wait to that tailgate, dog. I was thinking about that.
I've been talking about that joint all weekend.
I just seen some Wonder Bread. That's what
It's
made me think about it.
11 weeks away.
I seen some Wonder Bread. That's what made me think about it. But just hear it, bro. Like, oh, we gotta get hyped for this season, dog. We gotta get
Boys,
hyped.
energy ain't up there yet. I think I
Nah,
think I think it's still a lot of time. It's still a lot of time. And we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We still got training camp. We gotta get through.
he ran a fofo.
Mm.
That's still fast though. Two
Hell
hundred
yeah,
something
it's still
pounds.
fast.
200 something pounds.
220, ain't it?
I
Well,
felt it felt great, man. It was something that we was talking about, man. We go to the games and we just like, bro,
I'm
nobody's
giving the
talking about
origin
this.
story.
Nobody's talking about the whole experience. Nobody's talking about leading up to the game. Nobody's getting it hype. Nobody's pouring into like giving you insight on to the team, and then nobody's at the games, at the tailgates, giving you the full experience. I'm telling you, bro, 7 hours before kickoff, bro, don't just buy that dang on me ticket and show up to the
Dang on
stadium
me.
and walk in.
So you know
Do
it's
not
real
do that.
dang on me.
Do not do that, man. At a minimum, come there 4 hours early. But I can't guarantee you food or drink if you
Don't you
come
buy that
that
dang
late
on me ticket.
and just show up to the stadium.
Doing yourself a disservice.
Now we regulate it, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's free, man. Like
I
you
don't think
know,
Tay, I don't think it's like it's one of them things like,
oh,
you
Tony
know,
is pitching.
you get there, um you get there early and
No man with his Shakira tickets.
yeah, what are you, what are you on?
Conrad, I'm gonna answer that question, Conrad.
And people just posted up, by your section or whatever. And maybe it's a lot of people posted up in the section or whatever. So it just run out quick. It ain't so much that people are being greedy. Hopefully our section is as lit as we'd like it to be. And it's here, people going through it and people having a good time. So
Yeah.
um
We pouring up a big, you think 5 gallon drink is good?
I don't think that's gonna be good, but it's gonna be something. Or we have to refill it.
That blue pot, that pot of blue Kool-Aid, I'll tell you now. You might just want one cup, bro. I'm just telling you. You only want one cup because if you go to two, you ain't gonna remember nothing. You're gonna have to come on the channel and watch the videos, watch the clips.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's gonna be a dang gonna be a good time. That's for
yeah.
sure. But Conrad asked, he said, thoughts on Rocket Sanders? That's one. Rocket gonna be
Yeah,
a beast
I said he a dog, man. I hope he makes special teams at a minimum.
at a minimum. He's
Yeah.
bro. You can't size and speed that he has, and if you see him run, he runs hard. He runs hard. Watch that
Out
LSU
the
game.
SEC. You
Watch that
played
LSU
football,
game,
didn't
bro.
you? Pledged, didn't you?
He runs hard. I think he's gonna be a great addition to the team. I think he probably beats out Haskins for that fourth spot. Because I think the running backs,
Mm.
I think the running backs are gonna be
Hmm.
Harris, Hampton, Vidal, and Rocket. Haskins could still be the fourth if they put Sanders on the practice squad, but I think Sanders really going I think he really gonna make this team. I think he really gonna make the 53-man roster. A lot gonna start getting sorted out when them pads get on.
Mm-hmm.
Real fast.
Who
Real fast.
Fugazi and who not?
Yeah. Now, some Conrad asked on TikTok, what do I think about the receivers? This is my take. Darius Davis, and this is no order. This is not the depth chart order. Darius Davis, KLS, Vlad, Mike Williams, Trey Harris, and I got one more, right? QJ.
Yeah, there. Please, like,
QJ.
stop it.
QJ.
Stop it. Just you stop it.
QJ. Who's yours?
I'm gonna go start with QJ, Vlad, Trey, um, Darius Davis. It's at 4. KLS 5. Mike
Mm-hmm.
6. Um, that 7 is that 7 is tough. Um,
That's toss-up, man. Do you bring Rice? Do you bring Riga? Do
yeah,
you
it's
bring
Rice, Rager, Graham.
Graham?
Poof. It
It's a
get
lot. It's a lot, bro.
um
It's a lot.
on today, if I just had to say at the 7, I'm probably going Rager.
Okay.
And not because I'm just looking at it in like totality. Like if just going off what we know, we don't have any like um we don't have any like game time footage of a Luke Grimm. And then as far as Brendan Rice, we only know what we know,
Yeah,
which is Arizona.
that was tough,
You know what
man.
I mean? So that's the last time we really saw him. Um, so there's that. Um, and yeah, you just kind of left with and of the three, um, the only person I've heard mention so far. So,
Who Rager?
hmm
I think they just selling. They just trying to sell him for a trade, man. I just I like I can't if I'm trying to construct my roster and I look down and there's one person I gotta let go. He probably gonna be the first one I let go. For the simple fact you've been in the NFL for 6 years. You only got in 6 years you got 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. Last year, and you got significant playing time last year, you got 7 catches for 100 yards and some drops, fumbles. I I can't keep waiting, bro. I can't keep waiting for you to turn the corner. Like, especially when I got these young guys, I'd rather get these young guys that roster spot and see what I can do and what I can build with them. You had 6 years to prove your worth.
So of the young guys, which one you taking?
Luke Grimm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
take Luke Grimm over Jalen Rieger. And I know people will probably be shaking their head, but Jalen Rieger in 6 years has not proven anything. I will take an unproven guy if he came down for me to make these chops over him. Because in 6 years, you haven't proven that you're viable for any team. Bro, you was drafted in the first round, bro. First round, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not buying it no more, man. I watched you play last year, man. Inconsistent. Hell of a potential, inconsistent, man. It's just I sad. Sad, bro.
Remains to be seen.
7 catches, man. The year, I mean, you look at it like this, all right? And we'll go through his career. Played 11 games in Philly his rookie year, 31 catches, 396 yards, 1 touchdown. Rookie year. Okay, rookie year. Hey. Second year. Played 17 games, 33 catches, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns. Second year, I'm like red flags going up because I drafted you first round, brother. Before Justin Jefferson. Third year, 17 games for the Vikings,
You
8
gonna
catches,
forever remind these people about that, huh?
104 yards, 1 touchdown.
Every time I hear that, I'm like, ugh.
Every time.
Drafted before Justin Jefferson.
Drafted
Ugh.
before. In New England, 11 games, 7 receptions, 138 yards. Last year, 8 games, 7 reception, 100 yards. Notice I ain't say no TDs in the last 2 seasons.
Mm-mm.
Get that man up out of here, bro.
He he got to go, cuz.
He got to go.
Dang.
You got to go. No work
Brian
on
say, who's gonna rise faster, Harris or Gatson?
Gatson. Gatson. He already putting the work in.
More
And there's no knock
opportunity.
to Trey. There's no knock to Trey. But Gatson already putting the work in. He's already dedicated himself to ensuring that he's in a facility early. He's going through the thing. He's going through the walkthroughs. You're seeing it like in the OTAs, the mini camps. You're already seeing it. Put the pads on. Will it continue? He's doing everything to say that he's on the right trajectory. Not saying Harris is not, but you're seeing it more from Gatson. I think Harris probably will be as the season go along. The dog come out. He's a dog. But right now, OG is saying, I want reps. He said, I don't want to come off the field. So he's learning blocking.
Let's say you play the game and play every down.
That says a lot. It says a lot. And who knows, like Trey might not have to do that. But this kid is doing it. This kid is dedicated already. So
Mm-hmm.
if you looking at what this person is putting into, the actions that he's taking, he's not talking about it. He's taking action to learn to get there faster. He's going to rise faster because he could be looking at a potential week 1 start or out there playing significant amount of snaps because of the dedication he's already putting into his craft already. And the light bulb might click on for Trey, and he might start doing the same thing. because this is
Yeah.
a different game, man.
He's gonna get his opportunity. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Lad is gonna get his double teams.
But as a coach, you're going to reward the person who's putting it together, who's dedicating. I want to see both of them succeed as a coach. But if you're a coach and you're looking at talent and you're like, man, who do I put in? I'm putting in the guy that's coming in the morning and doing walkthroughs himself, who's staying late because he showed me that he's connected and he wants to give me everything. So I gotta reward that behavior. You have to reward that type of behavior. So, and that means he's coming along faster than his other counterparts. Um, do you think we're going to get a new DB? I mean, we might sign somebody, but hell,
Who would you like to see, Andrew?
I know. I mean, we got a lot on the roster right now.
That they all speaking highly of. Like
Yeah.
on
So
top of that.
everybody got to remember we got like 91 people on this roster, man. We got to get it down to 53. So like, just because we sign a Gilmore, don't mean Gilmore gonna come in and just outperform everybody that's there already.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, we got Cam Hart, Dante Jackson, Jordan Okuna. I can't say his name. That's a rookie. Miles Purchase, that's a rookie. Nico Reed, rookie. Eric Rogers, rookie. St. Juicy, Steele, Bridges, rookie. Leonard, 4-year guy. Elijah, 5-year guy. J. Sierra, 4-year guy. I mean, that's how many DBs is that right now?
Well, you didn't even say did you say mentor? Or not mentor, what was the one cat from Clemson?
12. He's a safety. 12,
Mm.
12 DBs. 12 DBs to get through. 12 DBs. 7 safeties.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people to evaluate. Gilmore is old. I ain't saying he can't play. He's not serviceable, but damn, Sammy. Sammy just come in. I don't even like chicken, Sammy. What's your favorite fried chicken place? Damn, Sammy. Next he gonna be like, you like watermelon?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he does. Coach Herb be putting in the work, bro. Pink Lot, Electric Avenue. We'll be in the Pink Lot at Electric Avenue tailgate. We'll be inside there. So here's the thing about the practice squad players. You got to cut them. They got to clear waivers. Then you resign them to the practice squad. So hopefully they clear waivers and you sign them to the practice squad, and hopefully you don't lose them. Those are safety. They playing safety.
Mm-hmm. But he was answering the question when I was asking what was this
Sammy said, "How don't you eat fried chicken?" I'm going, all right, Sammy. I don't know what to do.
Beat it, Sam.
With Chargers score 40, I think we're gonna average like 32 points a game. They
Ooh.
will score 40 points in the game this year. They will. Week
All
2.
right,
Week 2.
since we that's what
Week
I was
2.
just about to say.
Week 2.
Since we got takes.
Week 2. Week 2.
Who
We
we
dropping
go
40.
who we gonna put 40 on?
Week 2. Our week 2
Y'all,
opponent. I
y'all
don't
let
even
us
want to say
know
their
in the
name.
chat who we dropping
Week 2.
40 on. If we
Go
gotta drop
Monday
40,
Night Football.
if we gotta drop 40 in a game this season, who would it be?
Which color?
Who would it be?
Where's the pink at?
Oh, I think he asking probably like
Oh, the
about
pink
pink
lot.
lot
Oh, that's just because they
parking.
got orange. They got orange, purple, blue. That's just to tell you the color of the lots, the color of
On
the
the
lots,
parking lots.
the parking lots, because orange is on the visitor side, by the VIP entrance. Um, I think blue and purple is on the home side, and it's like by the pond. The pink lot is the tailgate lot,
The only lot that you can tailgate in,
only lot.
technically.
Yeah, Uber. That's how you. That's how it just tells you the section. That's it. When you look at the map, it'll literally say pink, orange, purple, blue, um, and it just tell you where. With the stadium facing north, you can always just know where those parkings are. No. Oh, Tay say the Eagles. Say we're gonna hang up 40 on the Eagles. I
Ooh.
would love to do that. I would just
Yeah.
Santiago, no, we ain't got no money for him. We're going if you go, the commanders are not going to take nothing less than a full-fledged package for Terry. They're gonna fleece you. And then you got to turn around. Terry wants top tier receiver money. Is he worth it? Yeah, he's worth it. He's a solid receiver that produces year after year, that is a consistent guy, just a dog. But we got other players to worry about. We can't give up we can't mortgage the future of the franchise on one player. We don't even know if we need him yet based on all the receivers that we got in the locker room right now. So they've been talking about Ramsey. Again, too much money for Ramsey. $22 million a year for Ramsey. We still got to give Slater his money, which is going to be probably 22 million a year, up in that range. And we got 30 million left on this cap. So we don't want to get locked in with a Scary Terry who's going to be commanding top tier receiver money, Jalen Ramsey who's going to be demanding top tier DB money, when we got our home guys that we need to re-sign. Slater, DJ's due for a contract extension.
Mm-hmm.
Henley is due for a contract extension. Like, you got to start like preparing for this. So if we're bringing outside guys in that we haven't even seen on our team yet, great on other teams, but I don't know. Tay say the Giants. He said he's gonna hang it up on the Giants. I can see that. I can see that, but I wanted week 2. Week 2, we hanging up 40 plus.
I know, on the Raiders. Cause why not?
From what Roman said, it's gonna be a little bit of everything. It's gonna be a lot passing because we got Herbert. That's out his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
He said we got the running backs and we're gonna run the ball, but he said we also got Justin Herbert. So this is a passing team. Whatever it is to make us help us win the game, I'm with it. Honestly, bro, with the run game, on paper, I feel like Justin don't need to throw it 20 times to get with these receivers and the potential.
Running game doing what it's supposed to do. That play action gonna be
bombs, lights out, blow the roof off.
That streaking across the field?
OG down the slot, gone. Lad working everybody. Lad broke 4 people's ankles.
Somewhere down the scene. Meow.
KLS just down there, just throw it, bro. He gonna go get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be nice. Like, don't get me wrong. It would be nice to have a Ramsey. It would be nice to have a Trey Hendrickson. It'd be nice to have a Scary Terry. But it all comes at a cost to your franchise and the future of your franchise. You have to go look at these contracts of the guys that we are performing well for the Chargers and that we have to keep. We can't give it up to free agents because they ain't even free agents. They're still on their team and they're due big contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do you have to, Scary Terry, you're going to have to give him a new contract. That's the reason why he's having a problem with the Commanders now. So you got to trade for him, give up pieces, and then you got to give him a new contract. And he's going to ask for top tier money. He ain't giving nobody a discount. He's been given a discount his whole career. He ain't giving no. He's due for a big payday, and he's gonna demand it. His numbers support it. Trey Henderson, he wants top tier DN money. Is he worth top tier DN money? Absolutely. Should we pay him or trade for him to pay him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jalen Ramsey, $22 million a year. Should we trade for him to bring on $22 million a year? Absolutely not. Let's be real with ourselves, y'all. These players are, you got to look at it. Are these players, are they going to come to this team right now and make us that much better? Is Jalen Ramsey going to get us to the Super Bowl? Was that our issue last year in the playoffs? No, it was on the offensive side of the ball. We didn't have no receivers. So the only person I feel that would contribute right away would be Scary Terry. But when you look at all the receivers that we got, I think we need to kick the tires on what we got. And if he's around midseason and he's still unhappy, then you make a play for it. But until then, let's roll with what we got. Let's put it out on the field. Let's play it out. Let's see what how these guys are performing. And then we'll really be able to evaluate from there. Because we could go right now, go trade for Scary Terry, mortgage the future for Scary Terry, and they're like, man, he didn't have a great year one, maybe next year. Hell, we could have did that with the receivers we got now. If that was the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking, don't get me wrong. I'm not dismissing the skills of Scary Terry, but I'm looking at the future of the franchise and the cost. You got to look at the dollar tag, man. You can't spend yourself on free agency. You just can't put yourself in that hole again. We just got out of hole.
Mm-hmm. Y'all want to burn that money so bad.
We lost Austin Ekeler. We lost Austin Ekeler. We lost Keenan Allen. We lost Bosa. We lost staples in the franchise. Keenan Allen and Austin Ekeler
got him back.
Yeah, Keenan Allen and Austin Ekeler performed. It was well in this franchise, but had to let him go.
Yeah.
So gotta pay their bread, man. Let's play. Now we playing Slater this year, or it might. I think they want to just play out that divorce, man. Let that divorce play out and give him his contract. He's getting his money. I would rather get the deal done this year, the extension done and over with, because it's just cheaper. Because he's gonna be all pro again, and it's gonna go up. It's up from there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's a good dude, man. Solid dude, bro. Good, smart guy, man, and definitely need him. But yeah, like I said, man, I would love to have Scary Terry, but bro, we ain't got no money for that, bro. We ain't got the cap space, bro. Y'all just ready to spend the money, bro. Y'all get $1 and ready to spend 20.
That's what I said. Well,
we can't, bro. Let's
just got paid and ready to run it up.
Right, Amir. 100% more important than all of them. We only got 30 million, Tech. We got 30 million. We got to sign Slater and then save some money. So as the season progresses, we see if we need to bring somebody else in, add more depth or starters. You see what happened at the end of the last season, man. We ran out of receivers and we ran out of DBs.
We had to go get
and no safeties.
Tony Jefferson.
Yeah. We had to bring him out of retirement. But you just got to look at that stuff, man. Like, it's money, bro. And who deserves the money is the players that's here, that's already performing for us, that know the system, that have the character that we need, that brought into the culture. Slater needs his money. DJ needs his money. Henley needs his money.
Trey Harris still got a song.
Yep. That's what we looking at, man. We bring all those other guys in. You bring in Trey Harris, man. I mean, Trey Henderson. That's that's like 40 something million a year.
Wiping out the whole pot.
So now you just killed re-signing your talent that you groomed and raised. You just killed them. So let's see, man. Let's see who's gonna be. Oh, not the receiving position.
Mm-mm.
So going into the 26th season, bro, these are all going. I'm gonna just go down this list of all free agents that we're gonna have after this season. Matt, Trey Pipkins, Najee Harris, Aloy, Tierra Tart, Slater, Johnson, Mike Williams, Conkley, Denzel Perryman, Taylor Hinkley, St. Juicy, Deshaun Hand, Deshaun Phillips, Naquan Jones, Joe Harris, Tony Jefferson, Jalen Rieger, Andre James, Hassan Haskins, Dez Fitzpatrick. And you just go on. You just go on.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. A lot of people, bro. Let's see. 27. DJ, Makai Becton, Dante Jackson, Dupree, Disley, Quentin Johnson, J.K. Scott, Dyer, Henley, Deion Henley, Tula, Darius Davis. So in 27, because next season you want to get the extension because the extension is cheaper. So you got Tula, the Ranger, DJ, Becton, all free agents. All free agents. What a year. So you want to have money going into the off season to go ahead and extend them first. Get them out the way. Let's extend you while you cheap, bro. Let's not kick this can. Because the year after that, guess who's the free agent? Joe Alt.
Big bag.
Lad McConkey. Steele, Hart, Vidal, Rice. 28 is a hell of a year, boy.
Big bag.
28 is a hell of a year. And y'all just want to sell the money right now. Let's give it all up, man. Let's give it for
We got
Scary
all this
Terry.
money, man. Go get everybody. You get a free agent. You get a free agent. You get a free agent.
We gotta spend wisely, man.
Take one, pass it down. Take
Yeah.
one, pass it down. Take one, pass it down. They gonna link everybody to us, bro. Like
Yeah.
let um let Cam Hart and them cook, man. Let them dudes
Right
do what
now
they
we got
do.
$27,884. I'm sorry, $27,884,525 left. So how much cap space we got?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. New England, like link them to them teams, bro. New England got 61. Detroit got 48. Like link them to them.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati got 32. They can't even sign their rookies. In 26, now we're gonna have 122 million left in the offseason next year. They trying to lock it up with Scary Terry and Trey Henderson. All them boys, man. We passed that,
Zaire
dog.
Alexander. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's how you got to be sometimes. Let them fight it out and then be like, pick the winners. Yeah, he is, but man, you can't Amir. He's 30 and he's asking for 41 million, bro. And you lucky to get the full four seasons out of that guy, bro.
As soon
30
as he get over here, he hurt.
hurt. Because once you get that contract, man, I got 4 years. I'm guaranteed. I'm making 41 million a year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? My pinky hurt. I ain't gonna play through that. I clipped my nail wrong. I'm not playing through that. I'm not playing through that. I'm not playing if I don't have to. Players show out in contract years.
Telling you, come over and he hurt. Oh, bruh.
Oh yeah, Amir. He's asking to be the highest paid defensive end. You think about this. Back-to-back sack leader. Why wouldn't he? 17
Mm-hmm.
and a half sacks. Why wouldn't you make him the highest paid defensive end? He has done everything. He's done everything you asked him to do.
Cooking.
Cooking. He asking for that bread, Amir. He wants that money. 41 million a year. He ain't taking nothing less. No days off. They way off the numbers. And rightfully so. You should ask for your money. I think every player should ask for their money. I'm not mad at you. It's a
Most of
business.
us gonna get 30 million a year.
Yeah.
We was way off the numbers.
Way off.
Way, way off the numbers.
Yeah, you way off. Way off.
Samsonite was way
Let's
off.
I'm gonna look up. Let's look up defensive. Let's look at edge rushers. All right. Max Crosby making 38. TJ Watt making 30. Mac making 26.
What did Garrett get? Something from the gods.
Miles this year is getting 22.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, where's Miles? He gets 24. I think they stretched him out on pause.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. So Miles Garrett this year 24 and 22. Next year 24 and 27. He's getting 28. In 28, he get 31 million. 29, he gets 64 million. In
There you go.
2030, he gets 57 million. They loaded his back end.
Pause.
Pause. But yeah, he just got a 4-year, $160 million deal. And they loaded all the way at the end of his contract. That's ridiculous, bro.
100 M's in 2 years. Mm.
So he gonna want that contract. Yeah, JC Jackson pulled a ski mask, man.
Shiesty on us.
Bro, did they ask when training camp start?
What is that? Let me get my boy right.
Let's see how much. Let's see how much money we got in dead cap. Dead cap is like bad contracts that we had. We had to let players go. We got 15 million right now that we just paying to players that to go away. $15 million. That's extra players. That's extra players, Brody.
Ain't it though?
Oh, Uber said while we pausing. You just tell us. Brian, it's good time to get to the tailgate. On days that the game started at 1:25, I would say get there 9 o'clock. Be there at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll get there. We'll be out there at 5 in the morning. We'll get in the gates, I think at 7, right, Bodie? If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. Like 7 o'clock. Yeah, we get there at 5, like 5 in the morning. Then the gates open at like 7 for the tailgate. And then an hour after that, it opens for everybody else. So between 8 and 9, because we serving right at 8. We got food coming out like 8 o'clock until it's gone.
Brian, day one of training camp is Thursday, July 17th at the boat.
He said, which one for the public?
Starting July 17th.
Okay.
Those tickets will become available on the 7th,
Man,
July
Brandon,
7th.
Braden, Lad is that dude. Lad is the dog, bro. Lad is the receiver one. He's fully embracing that role as receiver one. He put on some muscle this offseason. He got stronger, got faster. Hands are there, working on his routes,
You talking that talk?
talking that talk. He
Mm.
that dude, bro. He that guy. Now, if I'm sitting opposite a Lad, then I need to get my hands ready because they're gonna come to you. And OG gonna probably see a lot of passes thrown his way because of that. Because they doubling Lad up. So what that mean? They can't double everybody. So you need to just work on your route running. Whoever playing number 2, man, get prepared to eat. That's all I gotta say. Prepare to eat. Bring your hands. Please bring your hands.
Mm.
Yeah, I just man, I'm ready to start sorting this out with them pads on.
Get to the bottom of it.
Get to the bottom of this. Duke it out. Jim say offensive line will be set for him day 10. Day 10. So we know that's coming. So don't start hooping and hollering and crying and screaming because Bradley and Zion came out there. Wait till after day 10. That's when you probably can start hooping and hollering. But we gonna be at the training camps and we gonna come back and tell you what's the what. Like who's doing what, who's showing out.
Is that day 10 in the beginning or day 10 in the end?
Day 10, he says day 10 in the beginning. Day 10 of actual days in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
He'll know who his starting line will be. He'll have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Still can change.
Always subject to change.
It's always subject to change. And you're right, Tay. They say they lining up Lad everywhere. He ain't gonna be just in the slot. He could play every receiving position out there.
Stop playing.
X, Y,
Stop playing with my
slot,
boy.
halfback, play the wing T. May play some tight end. Who knows?
Stop playing with my boy.
Who knows? I hope they run them as decoys all over the field. I hope they have them everywhere, all over the field.
I'm saying he taking 2 and 3 people with him.
Yeah.
Somebody open.
Uber says slow eyes with tears. Nah, it's gonna be a lot this year, man. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be fun to watch this offense come out there, man. Especially if these young guys hurry up and get up to speed. That's really gonna make me feel comfortable even more. That the young guys are pushing for actual more reps.
Mm-hmm.
They're making it where the coaches are like, man, we got to get more reps. I want to see them out there, bro. I want to see them out there. I'm ready to see some fresh young talent at the receiver position. Go out
Mm-hmm.
there and show out for us because that's what we needed. I'm ready for the offensive line. I'm ready to see the running backs. The offensive line was the stale piece in playoffs. The offense as a whole. let us down. Brain game disappeared.
Yeah.
Offensive line disappeared.
Yeah.
One receiver showed up.
Shut up, Meg.
You know, had our boy Justin out there getting questioned. You got people out here thinking that now you
It's
got
him.
people out here sending all these dumb, stupid takes where they're talking about, oh, they brought Trey Lance in, and it's like the Alex Smith and Kaepernick situation all over again. No, it is not. Trey Lance couldn't beat out Cooper Rush. He couldn't beat out Dak Prescott. He couldn't beat out Jimmy G. He ain't the same as Kaepernick. Alex Smith was in a situation where he just had a career like Alex Smith has always been good. He's always been a great quarterback. He was hurt. He's nowhere near Herbert caliber of a quarterback. He's always was hurt. So you got a young guy like Kaepernick that wasn't proven yet, and he brought him in. Alex Smith wanted a lot of money, and they wasn't willing to get that to him. Two different, totally different dynamics. Trey Lance ain't proved nothing wrong. Nobody, right? He's been in the league 6 years. Only threw for 1,000 yards in 6 years. And he's going to somehow come in miraculously, and Jim Harbaugh is going to be like, yeah, let's put Trey Lance in, man,
over my franchise quarterback.
Over the franchise quarterback. How easy is it to find franchise quarterbacks? Tell me. Tell me how easy it is to find a franchise quarterback. New Orleans lost theirs. They ain't got no franchise. We lucked up. And was blessed with this, with Herbert. Rivers is on his way out. They had a chance to draft a quarterback. They did that. They signed Tyrod Taylor. And
the rest is rest.
The rest is rest. You don't get that. You don't get blessed that often. Colts ain't had a quarterback since Andrew Luck.
Steelers ain't had a quarterback since Big Ben.
Big Ben. New York ain't had a quarterback since Eli Manning. Patriots ain't had a quarterback since Tom Brady. Panthers ain't had nobody since Cam won the MVP. It's not easy,
Dallas
bro.
ain't had nobody since Troy Aikman.
Titans ain't had nobody. Yeah. You ain't lying. Titans ain't had nobody since Steve McNair.
Rest in peace.
Yep. Browns never had one. All the players that went through the Browns, they never had one. So quarterbacks ain't easy to find. And you talking about you're going to bring in some Trey Lance to replace. They replaced Trey Lance. They replaced Justin Herbert with Trey Lance. Jim Harbaugh and Joe Hartz will be out of a job. Yeah, the app is cool, but it's not really much that goes on in the app, to be honest. I wish they did more with the app. I really wish they did more with the app. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy finding a franchise quarterback, and you definitely like Trey Lance can't, on his best day, can't even have a series as great as Justin Herbert. Like, come on, bro. Oh yeah, Uber, that would be dope if you made a game day companion app. That would be dope, man.
Damn,
Yeah, the Jets ain't got none. Man, the Jets ain't had a quarterback since Vinny Testaverde. Miami ain't had one since Dan Marino.
Dang, you just gonna slide to it like that?
Overpaid. Oh, he be sleep most of the time. Overpaid.
Tua can throw the ball. I ain't gonna do him like that. I can't really say too much. He chopped us up.
is what it is. Shoot, before Joe Burrow got there, Cincinnati ain't had. Well, they did have Carson Palmer. He was pretty good.
They had
But Boomer Esiason,
other
oh,
the
right,
other Red had
the
red
Andy
hair.
Dalton.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he wasn't franchised like that.
he was cooking. He was alright. He was alright. When they had AJ Green and them all over there.
No, Tua just be yeah he do. I see what Uber did there. Tua is in the game? Question mark because of the hand signs he be throwing up.
Terrible.
Terrible. Man, Mark Sanchez was not the butt fumble guy. Was not a franchise quarterback. They ain't had nobody since Vinny Testaverde, man.
Broadway Joe Namath.
That's a big gap from Namath to Vinny Testaverde. Like, it's
Vincent.
just hard. It's just hard, bro. Like you don't throw that away. Herbert will walk out of here. He got about 15 more years as a Charger quarterback. I
Definitely
would
be in the ring
realistically
of
say
honor.
12 years left as a Charger quarterback.
But
He definitely walking away a Charger.
yeah, for sure.
And he's gonna have Super Bowl rings to go with it and be in the Hall of Fame.
And a whole lot of
So anybody
all-time
that's
Chargers
calling
record.
for or questioning Herbert, you a Raiders fan. You're not a Chargers fan for real.
And that I just can't stand by.
Look, bro, I wish you could do like Bird Box. When somebody next person that says Herbert ain't it, I'm gonna do like Bird Box and I'm gonna open their eyes and have them watch other teams with just sucky franchise quarterbacks and say, "Is this what you want? Is this what you want your future to be like?"
Will Levi.
Bruh,
Bro.
eat mayo. Man, how many quarterbacks did it went through in Tennessee?
Mm.
Tannehill. What's the other kid that was from Hawaii, from Oregon? They drafted number 1.
Marcus Mariota.
Mariota, Tannehill. Hold on. Vince Young, Mariota, Tannehill, Malik Willis, Will Levis, and now they got Cam Ward. Y'all want to be a franchise like that, bro? Where we just keep cycling through quarterbacks?
Mm-mm.
He was blessed. I'm telling you, bro. The gods looked out for the Chargers. We brought in Tyrod Taylor, not a bad quarterback. He's a good quarterback to be a bridge for the franchise. Trainer, I don't know, but the gods helped us with that needle. And here we are.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Man, you ready to get up out of here?
Yeah.
Catch the second half of this.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Let's get us up out of here, bro.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. We back at it tomorrow. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Let us. Hey. Hey.
Not at all. How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Check us out. We are on all socials, man. LS Boats 15. Tap in with us on Twitch. Tap in with us on X. Streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram. To our always faithful TikTok community. Thank y'all for being y'all, man. Slide on over to the page, man. Leave your comments under one of the latest videos. We had a video about Gatson, and a lot of people with a lot of opinions are talking and agreeing and or disagreeing. But feel free to slide on over there and leave your 2 cents on how you feel about what the ceiling is for OG.
Ain't no ceiling. That boy in the SpaceX rocket.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll see y'all. We'll have we'll break down the Trey Harris portion for everybody. So
Yeah.
Trey Harris tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Taco Tuesday. Lightning Strike Podcast. LS Boats 15.
All right, Tay.
Both up.